Hey, welcome back.
Done.
Okay, so hopefully this is going to be a shorter episode. We'll just wind up any pending items left in Sigil and then head towards mortuary. So I think first what I want to do is just before I forget, I
Yes.
just want to ensure we have all armor items for all party members. So there are rings and wrist items that we can purchase. Okay, so I'll find few shops to get these. I'll probably skip that session, but if I find anything interesting, I'll show it in the recording. Let me go find some shops now. We should also stock up on some healing items. So I'm in a shop nearby, Pestle and Kilns Apothecary. So let's just buy some healing items. Heart Charm gives resistances. Blood Charm is straight up healing. Cloud Charm is lower healing but a bit of resistance. Okay. So let's get some hard charms. Maybe like 15 of these, maybe 20 of these. That's 3600. Cool. Also, a bunch of blood charms. Oh, they only have 3 blood charms. Okay. I don't know why you only sell 3 blood charms. What about cloud charms? That's also 3. Interesting. I don't know why hard charm alone can buy 99 of these. Yeah, you can. Let's just get 20 for now. And we should also get this one, Bloodfly Charm. This is useful because it gives passive regeneration. Let's just get 10 of these. That's 6,000. We still have some money. We can sell some things to get some more money. So that should also be fine. Armor class. Oh, okay. This is pretty good. Cockroach Charm. It's that's just one. This is one Cockroach Charm. Note Charm. Armor class. Let's get these. Oh, there are 2 Cockroach Charms here. Oh, I guess this is something that we sold to him earlier. You know, the one that's separated here because it's the same charm that's up here. So this is probably something that we sold to him. In all our wisdom. Now we are buying it back. This is also the same story. We should get this too. Okay, all right. I think that's fine. Can I buy these? I can't because I probably don't have enough inventory space. Okay, let's buy these. Let's switch to a different user and buy the rest of them. We already bought this, but I don't know. Maybe just get 10 more of that. Alright, that should be fine. Buy. Can't steal anything from here. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's it for healing. Let me skip ahead. Okay, I have some damning evidence as to what might have happened when Falcon died in the dungeon. Because we used to have a second Godsman token, right? And I didn't drop it anywhere else. Currently, Anna seems to have one Godsman token, but that's all of it. We don't have a second Godsman token anywhere. So it looks like it must have been dropped when Falcon Grace died last time, and her body mysteriously disappeared as we came back the second time. Yeah, so that probably happened. We won't know for sure. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that when I noticed it. Okay, so we've done most of the purchases. I've got some armor items for uh Falcon Grace. I didn't get earrings. I got some rings, uh, and also some for Anna. Just switched around some of the rings. Got some healing items. Couldn't find a crossbow, but we got some lenses identified. This was a lens that we equipped previously, which is +8 to damage, which is almost double the damage, but he misses more times, I guess, because of reduced taco. But then I got this one identified, times eyepiece, which is very powerful. It has 2 armor class and 2 armor class versus missile weapons and +3 taco to missile weapons. So this is pretty good. It's defensive, but also it also increases taco. So this can be a useful eyepiece depending on situation. I don't know why this is equipped. Let me switch that out to times eyepiece. So this will be more of a defensive one. This will be more offensive because whenever we hit for double damage. But yeah, I think that's all the purchases we made. We also got some cockroach charms because they seem to give insane armor class bonuses. So when a fight breaks out, I think maybe we can use armor class. I also got a confusion spell which we haven't learned yet. This might be a good idea because if there's a group of enemies attacking, we can just throw confusion into the middle of them and then walk away. But it costs. It's a level 4 spell, which we don't have too many slots. So let me remove one force missile, and I think this is a no. This is an okay spell. There was another spell which we could not predict its effect. I think it was this one here, Missile of Patience. I don't know what this does. Maybe it's just like a joke spell. We'll we'll check this once the game is over to see what this missile does. I've thrown this like while doing battle. I've thrown this spell a couple of times, but I didn't really notice any uh, effect. And even if it had any effect, it was probably very minor. So maybe it's one of those like random spells. You cast the spell and anything can happen. You know, maybe it will turn you into a duck, or I don't know. I think I was in Skyrim or some other RPG where you had a spell where if you cast it, its effect is unknown. You can do some completely rubbish thing, or maybe there's something cool will happen. So maybe this is a spell like that. I don't know. But yeah, I think our shopping is over, and we'll head to Undersigil to quickly take a look at what that location is. It's said to be a kind of like a infinite. I don't know if it's an infinite dungeon, but it's like waves of enemies. At least that's the feedback I got, and it's uh, it's not really a story relevant area, but we have two. Okay, this is Undersigil. We had two open areas from which to enter. We could enter from here or here, I guess. Interesting. What if I back out and we won't spend time here, by the way. We'll just look at the layout and like try to understand if the devs were trying to do anything. Okay, so it seems like it's very large. Does anyone say anything about it? Let's talk to this harmonium officer to see if he has any comments. This harmonium officer looks to be guarding the stairs beside him. You think you may have encountered this particular man before, but with the great helms and identical harmonium armor, it's difficult to tell one from another. Greetings. The man casually motions back towards the street. Move along, sir. What are you doing here? He points towards the stairs beside him, which looks to descend straight beneath the city. Guarding the stairway, sir. Why? Where's it lead? To the realm below. Seeing your expression, he continues. Under sigil, you may have heard it. Under sigil, you may have heard it called. Any reason in keeping the people from entering the place? He chuckles softly, the plates of his armor rattling with movement. I'm watching for anything that comes out, sir. Things that don't belong in sigil proper. What sort of things are down there? Don't concern yourself with it. He regards you curiously for a moment. You're considering going down there, aren't you? Well, be most cautious. Rumors, rumors abound of the worst sort of creatures living down below. Okay. Few answers. Speak to citizen then. I have a job to do here and I won't neglect it to speak with you or anyone else, sir. Now move along. What if I need your help? He hefts his weapon. You need help? Has a crime been committed? Well, no, I just had some questions. I understand you've got questions, and another time, another place, I'd be inclined to help. But he pauses to peer suspiciously down the stairway. But this is neither so. Neither. So just move along, sir, now. Okay. That's all I wish to know. Let's quickly head to the other entrance and see if we pop pop in the bottom left corner of the map, of the Undersigil map. I didn't expect the map to be that large, to be honest. I thought it would be like a small room or a couple of rooms with waves of enemies, but seems like a proper dungeon that they designed. Let's see if this Harmony Officer is more uh, amicable. I don't know. Again, I forgot. I had to like put like a post-it note on my screen with these three words written down because I confuse them often. Yeah, let's see if this officer is willing to say more. It's the same dialogue, so okay, that's fine. I would say out there, citizen, is dangerous down below. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if there's probably other citizens who mention like at least. Oh wait. Oh, the application has encountered a problem and must close. There'll be a log of this error in somewhere. Please contact support at something something. Okay, so the game crashed as I ended under Sigil. Let me restart the game.
Done.
Okay, we are back. So it seems to have saved right here. The thing is, if you go down here, let me see if it crashes again. It did not crash. That's a good sign. Yeah, this seems to be. It was not in bottom left corner. It was somewhere here, which leads me to believe there are multiple levels to the map here. It's just not like a sprawling wide map. I always forgot that aspect that whenever you enter a room and it's a huge map, doesn't necessarily mean that it's like a single horizontal level of the map. Because if you go from one level to the next, sometimes the map appears like the different floors of the building you're exploring appears in like different corners of this one huge map. So that's what's probably happening.
I'm gone.
Let's quick save and like quickly try to see what this area is. Oh, look at all the. Wow, seems like a pretty. Oh, we're getting free bandages. If that's the case, we can try to. Just here. Looks like a pretty well developed area, both in terms of what the developers did as well as in terms of how it's maintained within the game. I guess it's because it's under oh, it's locked. Maybe we can ask Anna to open it. Because it's under Clerk's Ward, right? So
what's up? Good is done.
oh, we've seen this creature when we fought in Cursed. That's fine. But I think that's the end of the map there, you know?
Done.
Oh, it's running so fast. Anna is fallen behind. Okay.
All right.
It's de-aggroed. And yeah, so does any of the citizens or other NPCs in Clerk's Ward mention about this area? I'm not sure if they do. Oh. Because I feel like there are very few mentions of this area. And it's probably just meant to be. Oh god, look at that damage. Is there any music in there? Okay, there is some music. Wow. Wow, it is a single sprawling area. All that theory about having multiple levels, and it's just a single sprawling area.
May my face lend me strength.
Greater Glabrasu uninjured. There's a dead body here. Did it trigger a trap? What happened? Trying to click the question mark. Obviously, there is some bug with the game with the question mark. Okay. Manacles. Weight 20. These manacles are made of heavy black iron. These Thick chains ensure that whatever is restrained will not escape. Every so often, there's a small electrical discharge arcs to the nearest conducting object. Oof. Get the heavy damage. We're gonna die.
Done.
Oh, look at all the... Okay. Can we use... Pacify?
Yes, it's done. Nordum.
Rodham is dead. It's fine.
I hear your will
Let
be
me
done.
just quickly open this. Okay.
What? Sure, why not?
Spreading flask. Okay, I don't think there's anything useful here.
How may I help? I'm listening. A pleasure.
Yeah, we already have that.
I will hear you.
What? Why not?
Done.
What's up, Chief?
Balance in all things. Your will be done. All right.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's we don't have space for this, but let's just get it anyway.
What's the word, Chief?
Dude. This is a trap. I don't know if that's supposed to be a trap. Okay. There seems to be no... Okay. That is the edge. I don't know why there is a room like that. Seems cut off. Maybe there is something here and that should be it. So one thing, if we go to an area to rest, oh god, okay, all right.
What's up? Okay.
Interesting.
Sure.
Go.
Sure.
Done.
What? Who's done?
Okay, it connects back here. Okay, I think that's all that we're gonna check out here. Let me try to get out of this place. I need to go and respawn the Modron here, or I don't know what will happen, right? If you get out of the dungeon and go rest in some place, will the Modron come back to life once you have rested? It's probably not going to happen, right? The game will probably force us to come back to this particular location and raise him from his dead. Does that happen? Because if Nameless One dies, everyone dies and respawns with every ability refreshed, right? So like we could just go out and get Nameless One killed in a much safer area, and that'll respawn all the party members, and we already collected everything that's in Modron's inventory, so that should be okay. But yeah, if we go and rest somewhere, I'm not sure if this thing, the dead party members would be raised or not. Okay, that's something that maybe we'll try to check out. But yeah, let me try to get out of here. I just wanted to explore this area just to see what the layout is. Obviously, like we've been to other maps, like the map in Ravel's, the Ravel's Maze and the Cursed Underground, where we didn't explore it fully. But I wanted to see if this area, which is precisely like specifically designed as a combat dungeon, with that intent in mind, they would have done things slightly differently, right? Because in Ravel's Maze and the Cursed Underground, like I had no incentive to explore there because I already know that the room served its purpose, right? It was there so that we can go into Cursed Prison. In case of Cursed Underground, it was just a combat area that's ultimately like we had a story reason to go there, and it felt natural to like go through that because the story reason was complete and I didn't have any reason to stick around. But here, since they have intentionally designed the place to be a dungeon, and you can see this layout is much more interesting than most of the other dungeon layouts, right? At least I think that's the case. It's immediately like recognizable that it's just like winding and turning around. I guess maybe the Ravel's maze would have also served the same purpose, but I didn't explore it fully. But yeah, that's all that we are doing here. So I'll try to raise the Modron, or okay, I'll quick save here and try to go rest somewhere and see if the Modron raises. Modron is respawns with after the rest. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to record the whole thing, so I'll do that myself and I'll skip ahead. Okay. Okay, I've rested within Civic Festival, and the Modron's still dead. So we'll have to raise him, it seems. So let me go try to do that. Okay, we are back in front of the mortuary. I went and retrieved the Nordum. Okay, I'm just gonna call him Nordum. R and D, let just assume that R is not there. It's difficult to pronounce that.
I estimate Fall from Grace to be found attractive by the male sex of over 321,423 separate species, give or take 5.
I don't know if I clicked something to trigger that, or he just randomly said that. That's like a lot of different species.
Oh, does that include Modrons?
I
Okay.
am no longer able to answer that question. I do not know.
Okay.
There's much to be learned from all parts of society.
Okay. Cool. I think we can get inside mortuary by talking to this guy here. Oh, where is that guy? I know there was a guy here called Pax or Pox or something. I think his name was Pox. So let's go talk to Pox and see if he can get us in. I don't think we have anything else to do, right? We went around shopping for things. Oh, let's give back all the stuff that Modron should carry. Manacles, shackles of light, chain lightning storm. Sorry. Yeah, shackles of light invokes chain lightning storm. Wait turn. Somehow, someone or something has managed to transform the power of lightning and turn it into soul form. These shackles contain all the power and fury of a lightning storm, and at one time could probably contain even the most powerful of creatures. Now it looks as if the spell that has bound the lightning are failing, as evident from the constant discharge of energy. Throwing the chains should be enough to release energy contained in the chains. So, do we? It's just an item that we can use once. I guess anyone can use it. Yeah, let's give it to Modron. Anything else that we want to hand over to him? Maybe the access makes sense to him, but this can only be used by Nameless One. So these access are access that summon more drones. So in a tough fight, we can just spam these. We have a couple of these in our hand, but only Nameless One can use it. So that's a bummer. Can give the healing items to someone else. Say Anna. I bought just one scroll of identity in case we want to like identify something during the rest of our journey. Ancient scroll can be used to do a bunch of things, I think. Kiss. Okay, I think we are set. Celestial Host, Magic Missile, Cool. Any other important item we should keep handy on Nameless One? Maybe Modron Cube, since it allows us to teleport out. But I don't think we are coming back to any place once we teleport into Fortress of Regrets. I don't know if we are going to Fortress of Regrets, by the way, because at some point I had this assumption that we'll have one more ward to explore, namely the ladies ward, because there were mentions of that ward early on in the game, right? There was lower ward, like when we were in Hive, I think people were talking about ladies ward. So I had a feeling that we'll be going there, but we never ended up visiting that place. And lady herself, we haven't really heard about her much after that initial.
I'm gone.
Not initial, like between here and there, we've heard about her No, I think it was initially during
We're being watched,
the
Chief.
time
Just
we
like
talked to the
natural.
Davos, and then
Casual.
we met Anna. I think that early phase in Hive and just in lower ward, that's when Lady was prominent. Oh, okay. I remember just one more thing that we should do. We should visit Cox Metal because he has been talking about an enemy that we might have. Not he has been talking. Like we have an option to talk to Cox Metal about an enemy, which I am still uncertain if that enemy is what's her name, Lady. You know, maybe it's Lady that's being referred there, but I'm not sure. It wasn't for me. It didn't feel like a convincing line of questioning because in my mind that wasn't a
I'm gone.
real concern. Lady has been like this myth that has been surrounding us, but it never appeared to be anything more than a myth. It was in we had one cutscene of I think it was a cutscene where she chased us and used shadows, her shadow to maybe kill us. I don't know. It's a vague memory. I don't I don't
Portal
exactly remember
detected.
it.
Portal detected.
So let's quickly run through that line of questioning with Cox Metal, where we can ask about that specific. I don't know how. I don't know which line of questioning leads to that though. Show me what you have brought. I will study its potential and see if its pain can be given expression. Okay, so I've been wondering where we where we had the bolts, where we saw the bolts, and I never realized it was this place. So yeah, I was wondering, like in the sense when I went to Modron and I was checking his inventory, I could see the bolts there, right? But I could never. Let's see what this says. Crushing, piercing, 2-5 piercing, 3-6 piercing. I'll read this later. Let's get a few of them. Is 10 the maximum we can get? No, we can get more. I'm not sure how. Let's just get. Do they get used up when we equip them? It's quite weird, right? That we can buy multiple of these. Hmm. Let's get one each or like 10 each, I guess, and buy. I don't think we need any of the other ones. Doubles all first level mage spells. This must be useful. Let's just for contingency, let's get this. Okay. Of course, Dakon can't use any of this. Oh, spiked gondels of ogre power. 4-6 crushing, 4-6 piercing, enchanted taco. Wow. What about this? 1-4 piercing, enchanted, +2 to all saving throws, resistance to magic. Damn. What does she have right now? Let me see what she has. 3-8 piercing, +4, +2, +1. This is pretty good. I think this should be fine for now. I don't want to waste too much money. I don't think we'll get many opportunities to spend more money though. So if that's the case, we can just buy some stuff from here. I don't think Far From Grace use any weapons. She just it's her finger that's her weapon. I don't think she uses anything else. This guy can buy bolts, but I don't know if they'll get expended if we use them more. All right. Done. Let me quickly see. See, this is a weird thing. It's just one. I
Permission
guess.
to cart with that item is denied.
Interesting.
Permission to cart with that item is denied.
Piercing +1. Crushing 6 acid damage. See, this probably gets used with every attack he does, you know. But this is his normal bolt that will never be exhausted, you know. It's like Mort's teeth. He has a base set of teeth always that won't be exhausted. So this is base crossbow bolts. But these, if we select these, I think this will get exhausted once we fight enemies. But yeah, I don't really have any experience seeing how quickly this gets exhausted. So we won't really know until we go into the battlefield. So for now, I think we'll just stick with this. Hopefully, this is like a single bolt remains, but that doesn't make sense. If a single bolt is sufficient, then we could just buy like there's no point in buying multiple because that single bolt would be sufficient, right? So I feel like this will get exhausted pretty quickly. Hmm. Yeah, let's not think about it too much. We have enough healing items, and even if we struggle, I think we'll manage somehow. So overthinking this at this point isn't like worth it. Uh, I want to get that other line of questioning. Oh damn it! I think that line of questioning after that initial dialogue, I think it might be gone because I might have tried to read that line of questioning again, but realized that after that first initial attempt, it's gone. Let's just assume that happened, okay? Because I don't want to waste time trying to find out that particular line of questioning. He said something about like playing to our strengths and playing against the weakness of our enemy, and our enemy's weakness is that because it's nameless one that suggests that line of questioning, and he says that our enemy is in the shadows or like not does not have a tangible form. Maybe he was just talking about shadows because we know that shadows hunt us. Like every time we die, some other person dies in our stead, and it's reborn as a shadow, which then hunts us down. At least that's the kind of general idea I got about shadows, which again was a complication that happened after Ravel made us immortal, right? Ravel made us immortal, and it had a few different complications. I think there are about three complications that she mentioned, and one is this shadow. Another is that we keep losing memory. What else? There was something else. Yeah, those three things. And I think maybe that conversation was just about shadows trying to attack us. In general, like shadows in general, not as like a specific enemy. Or maybe it was talking about lady. It's not certain to me. Somehow might have missed that line of reasoning, or it's not prominent in my mind who that enemy could be. You know, it's more of a vague thought now. But we have already beaten Trias and Ravel, which I presume might have been the good and evil forces that we dealt with that Dianara prophesized. Uh, Trias being good, I don't know. She did mention that these creatures were twisted by the laws of planes. So Trias is conveyed as his lawful good character, but he's also a treacherous person, and I still presume that that was the lawful good person that we were to fight with, and Ravel was probably the chaotic evil person, and like that between that diagonal line lies like true neutrality, which might be lady that we are going to face in Fortress of I don't know how lady fits. She has just been this myth, and her prominence in the story other than just being this like myth, I haven't felt it yet, and it's almost the end of the game, so let's hope that they wrap up that storyline. Let me try to get out of this place, honestly. Okay, there it is. So we'll just head to mortuary and then just try to talk with Iveen, Dal, and we'll go off. Okay, where do we go to hive? Thank you. Let's go to
Done.
box. Do, 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 do. Alright, we're back inside mortuary, and we are inside the room where we woke up, so that's nice.
Done.
Hopefully the game... Oh wait, can we go up from here? Wait, this room was closed last time, right? No?
All right.
One of the grates were closed. I know that we reached this upstairs portion at some point, but I thought maybe it was through a stairwell here or something. And Irene should be here. This is her autopsy table.
Done.
Dal should be here. Let's visit Dal. Oof, it's been like 5 months since I started this game. Can you believe that? Dal glanced up as you approach, so you return. Dal takes a rasping breath, then breaks into a violent coughing spell. After a moment, it subsides. Then he returns to its raspy breathing. Greetings again, Restless One. What is this place? You are in the mortuary, Restless One. Again, you have come. Before he can finish, Dal breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment, he calms himself and his breathing resumes in its ragged wheeze. This is a waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life. Tell me about mortuary, Restless One, shadow of this life. Shadow of this life? You are a shadow. Yes, sorry. Yes, a shadow. You see, Restless One, this life, it's not real. Your life, my life, they're shadows, flickering of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die, and here we remain trapped, caged, until we can achieve true death. What makes you think this life isn't real? What makes you think this life is real? Look inside you. Do you not feel something lacking? This is purgatory. There is only sorrow here, misery, torment. These are not the elements that make up life. They are part of the cage that traps us in this shadow. Okay. So I'm just thinking about like the setting, the overall setting about with material planes and outer planes, and how uh, the outer planes, or like the planes of belief, these planes are generated by beliefs of people in prime material planes. So that might be the philosophy that they are talking about here, the philosophy of Desmond. I think your fatalism has gone better of you. Those elements are part of life, but not the whole of it. Cage, how? Philosophy. What does all this talk have to do with me walking up here? Dal shakes his head. Passions carry weight. They anchor many to this shadow of life. As long as one clings to emotion, they will be continually reborn into this life, forever suffering, never knowing the purity of true death. Okay. So as long as we have an alignment, we still have a strong alignment when we die, we'll end up in one of the planes planes of that alignment, which is the petitioner system that the 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 guy in the lecture hall was talking about. Don't think there are other questions here. Mortuary. I'll skip these questions for now. Otherwise, I'll just stand here and read this again. We've been dragging our feet for quite some time, so let's just get through this quickly. Maybe we miss some nuanced little extra interaction here, but I don't really mind. Ivan's gone, so only Mebeth is the one who survives. After the visit, after our visit with the Ravel, when she talks about how she was also these three incarnations. So after that, I think only Mebeth survives, and once we talk to Mebeth, she also dies.
I'm
So
listening. It should be
maybe
done.
we should go to Dianara. That might be where we find our portal.
All right.
We have some junk. I don't think we'll be needing that. And everyone's passive here. Okay, unless we run into some of the administrators who are just wandering around, I think we should be fine. Central Chamber, Great Hall, Southeast Memorial Hall. Where is second level? The plaque on this buyer is blank. This looks like a large tomb. The marble surface gives it a rather elegant look. Sure. I just need to find Dianara's tomb and see her one last time. We are a sensate, by the way, now that we are visiting her for presumably for like probably the final time, maybe. And we were a sensate when she met us.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
Oh God!
This is what
So
my
much
eyes
passion
see,
in her
my
voice.
love. Unfettered by the shackle. You shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the planes.
None more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. We shall meet 3 enemies, but none more dangerous. Okay.
You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive and be immortal no longer. I know that you must die while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it's a side effect of countless deaths. If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. Okay.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Okay. So we have to somehow do something regretful. We have to give me a second. Let me look at the journal. Obviously, we have no main quest now. If you go to journal and regrets, the golem knew of the photos of regrets. He said it had walls that not even Siege Tower could breach. He said that it was a memorial that had forgotten itself and now slowly dies on the negative material plane. Oh, okay. We are going to negative material plane, by the way. What else? Mortuary. Maybe one of the last mentions of mortuary. Trias a betrayer gave me the key to the Fortress of Regrets. The portal lies somewhere in the mortuary. I can locate it by keeping a regret fresh in my mind. A regret fresh in my mind, and it will chill me as I draw near. Once in front of the portal, I must tear a scrap of my skin from my body and inscribe a regret on it, with blood drawn from my index finger. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. Examine the spear. Yeah, I don't think this. I don't know what to do here other than just like wander around. This is probably the portal to the exit. You know, you've seen this portal many times. To keep a regret fresh in mind. What can that mean? How do you keep a regret fresh in mind? What? I'll probably end up wandering around quite a bit, so I'll keep silent and like talk only when something happens. That way I can like edit out the sections which are silent. You don't have to sit through and watch it. Hmm.
Done.
See, like Dianara is probably the biggest regretful thing here, right? Like I think even Nameless One had at some point, I think in that private sensorium memory, he expressed like our Nameless One, the Nameless One that's walking with us right now, he had expressed how regretful and like how not regretful. What was the word? Yeah, he was really broken seeing that memory. The fact that he could not intervene and change it. Uh, so he does have extreme regret about Daenerys, probably bigger than anything else, at least in what has been expressed so far. Game had explicitly given option to not given option to within dialogue. Gameless One had expressed extreme regret in letting Daenerys die and follow his previous incarnation and dying. So I would say this is something that's really this is a regret that we can keep fresh in our minds. And now once we are here, we have to like do something with our skin, right? What can we do with our skin? Use this. We can't use it. If I talk to Dianara,
What's the word, Chief?
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
her voice
This
is
what
really
my
difficult to
You
listen
shall
to.
meet enemy. You shall come. I know that you must die. While you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond.
The voice
To
continues
the lands of the
from
dead.
previous dialogues. Where are you? Why are you with me, my love? As in the times when life was something both of us shared. Now it's the eternal boundary that separates us. Eternal boundary. Leonora sounds barren. It's a barrier that I fear you shall never cross, my love. It's a barrier between your life and what remains of mine. I see. Hmm. So eternal bound. I forgot like the stacking structure of this different planes. Eternal boundary may be the thing that's above outer planes, and as long as you relinquish your emotions, you'll be able to pass through that boundary. What is the vision you spoke of before? Can you tell me where I am? Can you tell me who I am? Is there any way I can like memory aside and assuming death has rejected me? Why is that a curse? I do not doubt your ability to rise. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. God damn it! I'm just getting a
I shall
tiny bit
wait for you in death's halls, my
frustrated
love.
that I'm not clear on what should be done. Um, I was about to. I bought the bronze spear to Farod. There was little of use he could tell me. He said that I had come to him and asked for assistance in making sure the memories of his collector gang, members of his collector gang, brought my body safe and sound to the mortuary when I died. He told me that my body has been found by his daughter Anna. It turns out the rival was Iveen, the strange tiefling I encountered in the mortuary. When I confronted her on it, Ravel seemed to have become Iveen for a short time and stitched up my wounds, making me tougher. Trials of Betrayal gave me the key to the Fortress of Regrets. The portal lies somewhere in the mortuary. I can locate it by keeping a regret fresh in my mind. And it will chill me as I draw near. Like, is there some game system that we can use to keeping a regret fresh in my mind? I threw away. I threw away. Okay, I threw away Dianara's legacy. By the way, is that a regret that I can carry around? I don't think I can place it here. See, we can't place this bronze sphere. It has been mentioned to me that it would be nice to keep the bronze sphere around. So I'm thinking that maybe I can use the bronze spear somewhere, but I don't know. Examine the spear, put the spear away. What else is regretful for us? What the freak else is regretful for us. At least there's some good music coming in. As I sit here wondering what the hell
Good
I'm
as
supposed to
done.
do.
All right.
If I go into this portal, what's gonna happen? It's gonna put us in that small room there, right? Exactly. Now we can go out. Yeah. Shall we go to... Wait, no. Get back in. Sorry, get back out.
Done.
Where are we? We are here. Maybe we can go and read Dianara's name in the dead book. I don't know what this is called. It's the Desmond Monument. Let's go to Desmond Monument and talk to Death of Names about Dianara. Once again, his eyes seem to slide over your name. The way he speaks the words, it sounds like the tolling of a bell. I don't know, I'd like to bury a name, Dianara Dal Essenon Adhan. Dianara. His eyes roll to the back of his head, then pop back with a wild gleam. His eyes run across the walls of the monument, scanning the names at inhuman speed. He points at a section of the wall, buried. Sam the spot is pointing at. Chisel into the black stone in tiny cramped writing is a name you requested. It's almost lost beneath the sea of names surrounding it. Around it, sorry. Oh god. Quentin. Who was Quentin, by the way? I forgot who Quentin was. Quentin. Oh god. I don't know who Quentin. I don't remember who Quentin was. Dal? No, not buried yet. No name, can't help you. Need to give a name if you want to see where it's died. You want a name when you are born, give it back when you need it no more. Death of names, death of names. His eyes swim across the monolith, the walls of the area. Then the walls of the area. Buried many names here, death of names as. Tell me a name, I'll show its grave. Try Adan. Not dead, that name is not buried here. No time, no time. Oh, Quentin's right here. Oh god. Forgot who he was. What his purpose was. That's Fox. That's fine. Shall we wander around the periphery of mortuary to see if something pops up? You can hear the cooing of a night owl. Not a night owl. There are multiple night owls. Okay, Dustman, gate guard. You see a pale-faced Dustman standing guard over the front gate. He's staring off across the city rooftops with a distant expression as you approach. As you approach, he turns to face you. Yes? I had some questions. He nods and waits. I'd like to enter the mortuary. I'm here to pay my respects to Dianara, the woman in the Northwest Memorial Hall. I'm here for a wake. He nods. Very well, follow me. Alright.
All right.
Do you think we should... I don't know what we should bring. How we should... What we should keep as a... God, game, what do you want me to do? Parrot's Clutch, maybe. The thing is, none of this makes like proper sense because we could have dropped any of these items at any point. So it feels like it should be an interaction irrespective of what item we have. Because unlike other characters, there isn't a single item in Nameless One's inventory that we can't fully drop. We always have like we can always drop any of these items, right? Ever since we picked it up. So it doesn't make sense that it's tied to an item because the game could not have predicted we came here with it. Which makes me wonder, we should just systematically go through these locations to see if anything triggers. The only other clue I have is this journal entry, right? This day 39, hour 1. So another thing we can kind of try to do, which isn't really fun, but maybe our only option left, is just to go to day 39 and see the preceding entries. Hmm. Keeping a regret fresh in my mind and it'll chill me as I draw near. What is he regretful about? I'm struggling to find a good line of a convincing line of reasoning. Because anytime I think something, I think like, okay, that's too stupid, that's too infeasible. And I back out. Like I dropped Dayanara's legacy earlier in the episode somewhere.
Portal detected.
Somewhere in one of the shops. Near one of the shops, I dropped the Dayanara's legacy. Which is, wait, I should at least have, god damn it, I should have read Diana. It was a stupid thing to drop the Dayanara's legacy, you know? Because it had some good writing in there, I think. Why would I drop it? That's just it's not just stupid, it's just cold. I wasn't thinking. Or I wouldn't have dropped it. I don't think I have her wedding ring with me. Oh, we have the wedding ring. At least there's something. Let me systematically wander around these halls, just eliminating that possibility. Once we are clear that that's not an option, then maybe we'll go back and get Dayanara's legacy, which seems like such a long shot, such a stupid and not stupid. It seems like such a unrealistic thing that the game would ask us to do.
Done.
What else is a regret?
Portal detected.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, we practically end up here if we ask Hawks to teleport us. You know, this is exactly where we end up. Unless we go through the front entrance, which we can. You know, we can say that we need to see Dayanara. Otherwise, the secondary entrance is by talking with Hawks. And if we talk with Hawks, we immediately end up in this location where we started, you know. And the key is just that we have to be regretful of all the things we did. That's it. There's nothing else. Like our body and having that thought, that's sufficient enough. That's a sufficient enough key, you know. And the whole game, like even though we started here and the portal was right here, the whole game has been just so that we feel regretful about our past lives and actions, which we don't remember. But seeing the path that the previous incarnation took, which it was not always overwhelmingly in our face. We did a lot of things, but there were snippets of like what our previous incarnation did, and over time we got a clear idea of what our previous, not a clear idea, but at least the actions that our previous incarnation took, we have an idea of. And we feel regretful about a lot of things. Primarily, like we explicitly mentioned during that sensorium experience in private sensorium, the one with Dayanara, where he was the Nameless One, like our Nameless One was even tearing up and had a short conversation with apart from days when she notices us like being emotional. So that was a clear indication of regretfulness that the game provided us. But even that could have been missed. I think that was probably an optional thing. I don't know if uh, it was necessary to progress the quest with travel, which is again something that I'm thinking about. Like so many of these NPCs could be killed, you know. But obviously, when we tried to do that with Trias, the game showed us a dialogue box saying that we lost relevant information for our journey and cannot continue the game. So maybe if some crucial NPC gets killed, maybe something like that would show up, which again makes me wonder, like it'd be quite bug prone to have too many NPCs as failure points in this game, you know. Because otherwise, like that that pop-up might come up too many times. No, it's not just that it's annoying. The developers itself would have had a hard time tracking all the things that cannot go wrong. Anyway, that's a really tangential thought. Let's not indulge. Let's just read this and get it over with. There is something about the arch in front of you, something hauntingly familiar. A bone-numbing chill blankets the air between these two black pillars. What black pillars? These two? As if the arch itself bordered on some other colder space. For some reason, you know this is the portal to the Fortress of Regrets. Now all you need to do is open it. Grit your teeth and peel the skin from your left forearm. You clench your teeth and dig your fingernails into your left arm. With a dry, tearing sound, you peel off a strip of skin. The chill between the pillars becomes stronger, almost hungering, as if the portal has opened a crack. Okay. Examine the skin, leave the portal alone for now. Examine the skin. The scrap of skin has been peeled from the back of your left forearm. Its scarred grey surface reminds you of a zombie's hide. It feels more like a piece of cured leather than a strip of skin. Okay. Prick your left index finger and inscribe a regret on the scrap of flesh with your body. With your blood. You prick the tip of your index finger. Before the wound can heal, you squeeze for several drops of blood. As you prepare to scroll your regret, a series of images float across your mind. Regret. I regret what happened to my companions. I regret my actions. I regret my past. I regret events that led up to this point. Let the wound heal without writing on the flesh and put the skin away. Actions, past, events, companions. Let's go with companions. You whisper the words to yourself, but the regret echoes through your mind. I regret all my companions had to suffer for me to reach here. Enslaving Dakon all these years. Having taught Ignis the power to harm others. Velo's death. Think of another regret. Okay. So these three individuals who are following us around. We don't know what happened to Mort, by the way. Like, Mort, there are aspects of Mort's story that's still a mystery. But these three, we have knowingly hurt them, harmed them. Maybe knowingly, maybe carelessly, like without, in a cold way. You know, he isn't even thinking. He's just being very analytical with his resources instead of just thinking of them as people. That's how these three happen. All my companions had to suffer for me to reach here. Think of another regret. Regret my actions. Okay, so we'll get to choose the second. We'll get to choose a specific one in the second in the nested dialogue. So let's just look at what these are. I didn't get to kill. What? I regret my actions. You whisper the words to yourself, but the regret echoes through your mind. I regret I didn't get to kill more people. I regret having to slay Ravel. I regret I wandered all over the plains when the damn portal was right here when I first woke up. Okay, that regret is sufficient, but you know, you need that context to have that regret. Think of another regret. Regret your past. I regret ever asking to become immortal. Finn Anlin's murder. If I hadn't become immortal, that paranoid incarnation of mine would never have killed him. The damage my previous incarnations have done to themselves and to others. The death I have caused here and across the multiverse. Lying to Daenerys to force her to accompany me on my journey. Okay. So these, depending on which all side quests you have encountered, I think we'll. I guess Finn and Lynn's murder. These are like primary. This is one of our like main quests. Finn and Lynn's murder, right? Because we need his translation to decode the dodecahedron. But there's nothing in dodecahedron. Curious. We only needed Caesar's flesh or like blood-soaked handkerchief. However, we could convince her to give us that. If we had enough information about Caesar's, we could have done that. So that was the primary blocking point for us. You know, Lothar redirected us towards Ravel, which he said go and talk to people in Festal. And in Festal, we met that kooky old wizard named Quell, who talked about the key. Then in the sensory stone, we realized where the portal was, and then following up in brothel, we realized Caesar is Ravel's daughter and could get blood from her. Like the decoding of dodecahedron journal wasn't the primary objective for any of that, and Finn and Lynn, I think, is the person who taught our previous incarnation that language that was written in the dodecahedron. So we could have missed second, we could have missed fifth one. I guess 4 and 3 and 1. 1 is part of primary quest. 3 and 4 though is just like generic statements that we can make about anything. At this point of the story, it sounds fine to make 3 and 4, but for 2 and 5, it feels like we need to have encountered the relevant quest or interaction to have these options present here. I regret events that have led up to this point. It took this long to find where my mortality rides that I have no regrets to write upon this scrap of skin. Okay, very clever. Let's just go with our first option. All my companions had to suffer for me to reach here. Not just this companions, like companions from the previous incarnations too, you know. That's what I'm thinking of, but I think the game is implying that our companions had to suffer. You scroll the regret onto the scrap of flesh, but your rapid healing forced you to stop often to reopen the cut on your finger and squeeze forth more blood. Several moments later, you are finished, your blood glistening on a scrap of skin, a combination of your flesh, your blood, and your regrets. Flesh, blood, and regret. Wash the blood dry. Oh, 250,000. It's quite high. As you wash the bloody regret dry, a wave of cold washes over you. You look up. The black pillars to either side of the arch are glowing softly. Motes of misty blue light drifting from their sides to form a shimmering curtain between them. Beyond the curtain, you can barely make out a weathered stone causeway leading into darkness. I don't know what a causeway is. Give me a second. Let me look that up. It's just a raised road across a marshland or like a water surface. So it's just like, I think it's surrounded on both sides by either marsh or water. Everybody ready? Query received. Response. Nodum is ready and waited, awaiting to process further directives. Awaiting to profess further directives. Profess. Actually, it's process. Never mind. Far from grace. I've come this far, and it would be rude of me to retire before the final hour. She smiled slightly. Even if you were to ask politely, I would not permit it. She's so nice. It seems I have no choice then. Anna? Anna glares at far from grace, then turns to you. Fire in her eyes. If she goes, I'll go. So, if she goes, I'll go, so I will. I'll not turn stag on you here, I won't. Very well, Dakon. Wow, it's interesting that I wonder if, you know, it's quite interesting. That because if Farfanis is not in the party, then Anna can have a different response here, you know. She'll convince herself to come anyway. Obviously, all of these people would convince themselves to come with us, I think. You know, I would like to have heard what Ignis said. Baylor probably wants to judge us wherever we are going, so he would have come with us. Ignis would find some reason, something related to flames. I don't know what it would be. Anna, I think even if FFG is not here, if Far From Grace is not here, she'll find some other reason to stick with us, obviously. Dakon is already committed to us. We are like lifelong buddies. We died together. So he'll obviously come. Your part is mine, of course. Mort, you ready? Yeah, Chief. Mort hesitates, glances at the portal, glances at you, glances at the portal again, then gives a rattling sigh. Look, I'm not going to say too much here, but, well, there's something I need to tell you. Holy shit, finally he's going to tell what it is. What is, okay. Because he's still a mystery. Everyone else is kind of, sort of settled, you know. Look, I'm not going to say too much here, but, well, there's something I need to tell you. Okay. I don't know if he might have known that this portal is here because he was just, you know, he's just loitering here when we woke up. Right here, everything coming full circle. What is it, Mort? What are you dropping on me? Well, it's about where we are going, or actually where we've been. Where we have been? We have been? What are you talking about? It's so subtle you almost miss it. Dakon's blade flick. It's so subtle you almost miss it. Dakon's blade flickers, the edge dulling. Edge dulling. As you glance at him, his hands drop to his sides as if he's preparing for battle. Was Dakon also with us last time we went into this godforsaken place? My god. More. This isn't the first time we've been through this, you see. We've been through this Fortress of Regrets before, though I didn't know it then. Okay. I was hoping that we'll get into the Fortress of Regrets and then stop, but it seems like there are some important conversations happening right now, so let me just try to focus. This isn't the first time we've been through this. You see, we have been to this Fortress of Regrets before, though I didn't know it then. Okay, you didn't know? How is that possible? So from the very start, you could have told me where the portal was, what the portal key is, why I'm immortal, what happened to my mortality, and the fact that it's in the fortress. Mort, I'll kill you. Mort, I expect an explanation. No more lies or deception. Not now. It's hard to explain until you've been there. Besides, you didn't know the other you. He wasn't exactly the kind of basher to share the chant with us. With us. See, I don't know if Mort and Dakon were present there, but they seem to have interacted so little, you know. It's so odd. If... Okay. It's hard to explain until you've been there. Besides, you didn't know the other you. He wasn't exactly the kind of basher to share the chant with us. I mean, I knew he was looking for some place, but I didn't know why, where it was, or what it was. So I couldn't say anything to you because I didn't know anything. I just know what happened when we got there. This is confusing. I need to like unpack what's happening here. Why, like, is Mort saying that previous nameless one and him and possibly some other companions? I don't know if Dakon's involved with this. If Mort and let's assume it's just Mort and previous nameless one. Have they both gone through the portal? If so, Mort would know, right? That he was looking for. I don't know why, where it was, so that I can say anything to you because I didn't know anything. I just know what happened when we got there. And what happened? Well, we went to this fortress, and even before we land foot in this place, we're all split up fighting for our lives. When we went to this fortress, and even before we land foot in this place, we were all split up, fighting for our lives. He shudders. So the first thing I want to tell you is, if you are determined to go through with this, there's a good chance that anybody who goes through that portal is going to end up somewhere far away from everybody else. Thing is, even if we split up, we may be your only hope. Okay, why do you say that? Because whatever was waiting in that fortress for you, Chief, it already defeated you once. Whatever was waiting in that fortress for you, Chief, it already defeated you once. To this day. I don't know how you managed to survive, but if you fall again, you're going to need someone there to pull you out of that fortress. Okay. What I need you to tell me everything you can about the fortress. It's important. The Fortress of Regrets. It stretches on for leagues, Chief. It's a fortress, but it feels like a plane in itself. All stone, all darkness, and shadows everywhere. Shadows. We go there, and we better be prepared. What happened when we first went there? Chief, I don't know what happened to you, but I know what happened to me. I spent my time running from wall to wall, those shadows crawling all over me, trying to bring me down. Then I just suddenly, we were out. Like someone has pulled us back. Hold on a moment. When you say us, it doesn't sound like it meant just you and me. Okay, yeah, that's another thing. Are any of these members? I don't think Anna or FFG is a mystery. I don't think Anna is obviously was not part of the last party that went in. Maybe Dakon is. Uh, that it's just very distressing to think. More false silent. Know that I have walked your path many times. Dakon speaks slowly, as if measuring each word. His blade has become a misty grey, as if Dakon's mind is drifted. A portion of your path is known to me. 5 walked the path to fortress. Each died their own death. Okay. But who were they? How did they die? I died the death of faith. The skull died the death of courage. Okay, I died the death of faith. 5 walked the path to fortress. Each died their own death. Okay, so he's talking. It's not 5 incarnations of Nameless One. It's just like the 5 party members we had with us, including us. I died the death of faith. Okay, so once he went into the fortress, that's when he had all this confusion about Satyamon coming. The skull died the death of courage. Okay, the woman died the death of grief. Is that Dianara? Probably Dianara. The blind archer died the final and most merciful death, the death of the body. Who's the blind archer? Do we know of any blind archers? I don't know. You died the death of memory. But who are these people? The skull was me, Mort says quietly. The woman was some chit named Dianara. I never knew the archer. Okay. Some chit named Dianara. We went through this Mort. You've been with me all this time. You know what Dianara is. He was one who knew his targets without seeing them. Many shadows fell beneath his rain of arrows. Okay. Who is he? Who is the blind archer? Someone we probably might not meet. Yeah. Maud rattles as if shivering. Chief, at the fortress there's shadows everywhere. There was darkness there. Every shadow was Shraktor. Dakon's voice is a whisper, and his dead black eyes seem to be staring at something just beyond you. They are tormented creatures. The wounds in your spirit are known to them. They will attack you. They will attack you through them. The wounds in your spirit are known to them. They will attack you through them. Okay. They mentioned 3 people. Skull was me. One was Dakon, and one was some archer. No, they mentioned everyone. The other one was Dianara. Okay, got it. They spoke to me like the pillar of skulls. Mort's voice drops. They knew. Wait, what? They spoke to me like the pillar of skulls. They knew. Alright, look, you two. I need to know all you can tell me about this fortress. The shadows suffer. They know of torment. They know how to torture you with that which has wounded your heart. When you face them, know that you face that which has killed you once. Dakon, Mort, you and I survived. What happened to the archer and Dianara? The archer died the death of body. The woman died the death of spirit. I could not say the woman because it was not your will that he... Oh God. It was not your will that she be saved. Her grave was dry of tears. No one knew to mourn her passing. Okay. I cannot save the woman because it's not your will that she could be saved. But why did I not want her saved? Your will was known only to you. Alright. Look, you two. I need to know all you can tell me about this fortress. By the way, I'm not sure if this is the right line, but every time we die, someone has to die in our stead, right? So if we go into the party of companions, we could sacrifice any of them. I don't know if it's a willing thing, like when you die, we can decide whom to sacrifice. But just saying that it was not your will, I'm just suddenly imagining that Nameless One coldly took Dianara alongside, knowing that Dianara would die for him and die in his stead. So, but usually when we die, I think it's just like a random person somewhere who die for us. Is that the case? Or maybe it's something or someone who finds some attachment to us that's gonna die. If that's the case, then Dianara has all the reason to die, you know. But yeah, it's just tangential. Alright, look, you two, I need to know all you can tell me about this fortress. It's the same. He's so anxious. Nameless one is so anxious asking all the questions he can. I can't tell you anymore, Chief, except we are bound to be divided up as soon as we arrive. It's a huge place and it's crawling with shadows, and somewhere in that fortress is something more powerful than any of us. Nothing lives there. The walls are darkness. Alright, before I step to this portal, is there anything else you feel like sharing that you think might help me? I'm so desperate. Well, more pauses. Yeah, there's one other thing that you should know. The you I knew before, the you that led us here, he wasn't like you at all. What do you mean? Never mind what I'm ready to hit through the portal now. You with me? Such a damn. What do you mean? All I'm saying is that despite your asinine despite your asinine behavior, you got more spirit than he ever did. The other you, he was detached from everything. So I just want you to keep that in mind. Is that it? But that's not all you want to say, is it? Maybe you want to complain about the previous incarnation? Just do it, mate. This is the time. No, more pauses. There's one other thing. I may not have liked that other you very much, but he was one smart basher, the smartest basher I've ever known. He always had every angle covered. If he died at the fortress, that means, well, that means he intended it. You don't think I can succeed, do you? If he died at the fortress, that means, well, okay. He's just comparing us against him. He Mort assumes that the previous incarnation, not assumes, poses that the previous incarnation is one of the smartest bashers, if not the smartest basher. Yeah, it is the smartest basher he's ever known, and even he perished inside the fortress, so we probably don't have a chance. You don't think I can succeed, do you? No, Mort shakes his head. No, Mort shakes his head. It's not that, Chief, but it's not always who's smartest or who's the most powerful or who's the toughest. Sometimes it comes down to who you are and what you really want. I mean, once you wanted to become immortal, but in the end, is that really what you wanted? Just be sure of what you want this time is all I'm saying. Fair enough. Look, Mort, we've really talked about this, but you know you don't have to come with me to this place, right? I'll understand if you don't want to. Understood. If you have said your piece, let's go. You ready? Okay, we'll choose the first option. Yeah, I know, Chief. And I can't lie to you. I don't want to go, but I will. Just know that once you step to that portal, it isn't going to be just about you anymore. This is our lives you're playing with, and we don't get back up when we die. How did you survive last time, though? You had a death of courage. Dakon is like so reductive in his speech, like so philosophical. It's just like difficult to discern what exactly happened. How he suffered a death of faith. Did you just walk out of this portal back outside? Like, what happened? Okay. Then why are you here? It's because of what Ravel said in the maze, and the symbol fell described for us. Grace's voice is far from Grace's voice. It's because of what Ravel said in the maze, and the symbol fell described for us. Grace's voice is soft. So soft you almost missed it. Isn't it, more? What Ravel said in the maze and what Fell said about that symbol. Torment? They say you draw people who suffer to you, like a lodestone. Mort shakes his head. Maybe it's because you have been suffering all this time. Maybe when you end up settling things, maybe we'll know a bit of peace too. Maybe. Is it just like this is so? Is this following that we are gathering? Is this a following based on like some like rational thinking that the followers do, or is it some like magical effect, like for lack of a better word, is it some effect of the torment, like other than just purely reasoning about it? They feel some attachment towards us because we have suffered in, like we have that essence of suffering within us in some sense, and they can sense it and they are attracted to it, not just as a as a purely reasoning based like decision making, but just that they are, this is the plane, like it's the planescape, like the outer planes, right? Weird things happen here, so maybe it's just an aspect of this plane where yeah, we don't know the true nature. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll have a bit more clarity because there are a lot of vague kind of frameworks that have been dropped on us, right? Shadows kill us, things die in our stead. I don't know to what level of clarity or what level of resolution like these things will be defined in the end of the story, like at the end of the story. So, like expecting too much, we can feel a bit let down if all those aspects were explained in like a really coherent way. But it's also like really enticing to think that this vagaries that they have been dropping all through the game, they'll form a really good like satisfying conclusion towards the end, like talking about shadows, talking about the torment that's within us, which has been repeatedly brought up again and again, the symbol of torment that's in our skin. If that's a relatable phenomena with some like grounded philosophical backing, it'd be so satisfying if the game could land that, you know. But at the same time, expecting that going in, it's difficult. It's difficult on both the game and to myself because I'll be too focused on that. But yeah, hopefully we'll see. Maybe so. Then are you with me more? Why not, Chief? Mod shakes his head. I mean, we've gone to every other horrible plane in the multiverse I can think of. Why not take that extra step over the cliff? He gives a rattling sigh. Are you ready? Because if you are not, I'm ready, Mod. There's nothing more I can do to prepare myself. Are you with me? Okay. Did we ask Dakon? Yeah, we asked everyone. We asked everyone, yeah. Okay. Can you tell me again what you know beyond the portal? Hmm. Yeah, they'll go through the whole thing again if we ask. Okay, I'm ready to head through the portal. You with me? Huh. Is there anything we have to do? Uh, we should just go with it, you know. I feel like I probably missed doing one thing or another. Oh, the thing is, we should just back out.
Nordum has improved.
We should back out and like check our inventory just to
My
make sure that
blade
we
has shifted.
-4. His blade has shifted. Okay, that's cool. Dakon, stay with me, mate. Nordum, he's level 7 now probably. So yeah, he's very poor in terms of level. Oh, Anna is level 9. I guess it's because they are splitting experience. 11, 14. We are quite close to level 15, which is nice. Let me quickly look at the inventory, make sure that everyone has. Okay. Streaming Blade. Advanced Dakon's Karak Blade to the highest honor point. Okay. So if Dakon becomes level 10, we get that achievement. I don't know if. Yeah, we probably get achievements for. No, I don't think so. For Anna, she doesn't have a unique. Oh my god, look at that. Yeah, our intelligence and wisdom are reduced because of the items we have on us. Let's just make sure that everyone has sufficient healing. But I guess we'll only be controlling Nameless one, so it makes sense to have some healing items on him. This might be useful for when we want to use some extra spells. I don't think we'll need any items on some of the other members though. So it should be okay. We have some of these. Give it to her. Skin of regrets. Wait one, this is a scrap of your flesh with a regret inscribed upon it. It's a small tattered thing, but just looking at it makes you feel uncomfortable. It has a strange weight about it and feels heavier than it should. Okay. We also have the tattoo of lost incarnation, which increases regeneration rate, which is also nice. I've been noticing its effect as we went through the game. Oh, this must have been a disaster if we equip this weapon. But we are a mage, so it doesn't really matter too much. We have a negative token which hopefully shields us against shadows. We have some more drones that we can throw in as distraction. And we have a bunch of spells. I'm not gonna sit here and try to like min-max the spells that we have. That's that's an exercise in vain. So I'm probably gonna skip that part. And these few spells, we could have just, yeah, we should never have learned these spells. We should have kept the scrolls with us so that we can use them in a jiffy. But yeah, I think we are ready. Let's make a bigger save. Alright, walk around, open the portal. Shall I just back out and come back up again? Is that how we open the portal? Okay. Everybody ready? Alright, everyone's ready, everyone's ready. I'm ready more, there's nothing more I can do to prepare myself. Are you with me? Well, Mort glance at the shimmering blue curtain and gives another rattling sigh. Sure, let's go. I mean, any place else has got to be better than rattling our bone box in the mortuary, right? You know, that's what I thought when I was around here. But this isn't that bad, you know, compared to some of the places we've been through.
Portal detected.
Wow, it's floating in the sky. Okay, I should shut up and listen. Okay, it's just us. Everyone else is gone. And let's just listen to the music for a bit. You know what happened when I okay, the game's crashed. I have a crash message on my screen right now. Yeah, we have saved, but uh, I think I'll stop the episode here. We would have been, you know what? Let me just reload just so that we can like fade out with that music. That music was quite nice. Let me quickly reload the game. Give me a second. Okay, I'm just gonna stop here. We'll pick it up from here next episode, but I'll just let the music play for a bit, okay, and then like fade out later.
This is it.